So in 2005, Texas started
Mm.
to come on the scene. This is where you had spoke about Mike Jones earlier, Paul Wall, Chamillionaire, Slim Thug. Those were like the front runners of hip hop at the time. But before that, Chamillionaire and Paul Wall were in a rap group together. And the first album they had was called Get Your Mind Correct. It's just maybe like 2002, something like that, three, something like that. They all kind of got solo deals, and Chamillionaire and Paul Wall broke apart, but they were still contractually signed as a group because they
Mm.
were in a group together. And so the label, it was some issues with money on the first album. The label was paid in full, which they weren't. The label, they still had the ownership of these records of them together. And so as they were blowing up separately, this is their time to cash in. And so they put together the records that they had left of them. And it's an album called Controversy Sales.
Mm.
And while this was controversial was because Chamillionaire, he was the mixtape messiah. He was the first mixtape rapper before Lil Wayne. He was the mixtape everything. So on all his mixtapes, he was saying my album is going to be called Controversy Sales. Controversy Sales. So they steal the name and use it as a Chamillionaire and Paul Wall album together.
Ah.
And they beat him. Yeah, they beat him to the punch, which is why Millionaire's album ended up being called Sound of Revenge in 2005. But it was supposed to be Controversy Sales, and he has like a cult-like following. So all of us went and bought this album, thinking there's no internet at this time for Chamillionaire to explain this to us.
Right.
So we was like, "Oh, okay, I guess this is him and Paul are cool, and they putting this out." So we all bought it, and I think it ended up going like 30 on the hip hop charts and something like that. So it went pretty high. It
I,
is.
for one, am shocked because I've never heard of record labels treating artists unfairly in my life. So this just sounds crazy to me.
Never heard of that.
We're gonna break the internet with this story here. It's wild.